Along with Terry, we'll be bringing you the play-by-play of the Panthers as they march forward to hopefully another undefeated Ark Valley season and their quest for the state title in 6A.
That's right, Ron. The Derby Panthers are expecting big things this year. They've been picked by the Ark Valley coaches as the preseason favorite. And not unlike the last couple years, they're real high and have high expectations for themselves.
The Panthers are coming on the field now. They're led by their captains, Tommy Shaw and Matt Norwood. We'll try to give you the starting lineups for the El Dorado Wildcats and the Panthers tonight. In the backfield for El Dorado is a number 11, Travis Doyle, a senior, 140 pounds. Number 22 at fullback is Robbie Lane. He's a 205-pound senior. At a wide receiver is number 25, Chad Porter, 6'1", 180-pound senior. Quarterback is Justin Fouché, number 31, 150-pound senior. The tailback is Eric Van, their all-purpose back who had 1,700 yards last year. Number 33, he's 5'9", 190 pounds. Number 41 is an offensive lineman, Curtis Hansen, at 170 pounds. The other offensive linemen are Krister Hansen, number 63, at 200 pounds. At 180 pounds is Jared McCurry, number 64. Brandon Knowles at number 66, 225-pound junior. Jeremy Langley, 240-pound senior, number 74. And at a defensive end, Corey Morgan, 6'2", 200-pound senior. Panthers starting lineup in the backfield going to be number 5, Billy Wise, 171-pound senior. Number 10, wide receiver Travis Glazer, 155-pound senior. Number 15, Jason Young, will be at fullback, 210-pound senior. Tommy Shaw, number 17, will start at quarterback, 6'2", 187-pound senior. Tight end will be Jason Buckingham, 6'4", 233-pound senior. Number 40. Number 42, Justin Igo, will be a tailback, 5'8", 164 pounds. Scott Haskins at number 63 will be on the offensive line. Jason Sutherland, number 65. 71, Jad Munn. 73, Jason Gamble. And Matt Norwood, number 76, at 270 pounds. Just about ready for the kickoff.
Back to Billy Wise.
It's going to be kicked into the end zone. Billy Wise, the ball goes over the end stripe, so it's going to come out to the 20. First and 10, Panthers. Good crowd on hand tonight, Terry.
Well, there's high expectations in the town this year, so we expect good turnout. The Derby football team is well supported.
Panthers are coming off of 3 years, a 9-1 record where they get to the regional championship and have gone down to the Western Powers of Garden City and Dodge City. Panthers break the huddle. Shaw's calling signals. Wise is wide right. We pitch back to Igo. Breaks a couple of tackles, going to pick up about 4 yards on the play.
Look for Derby to try to use some misdirection against El Dorado, try to use their size to power it inside. This first series would be key as far as them feeling El Dorado out and see what their defensive game plan is.
Panthers come out of the huddle. Glazer, number 10's wide left. Wise is wide right. Young and Igo are the setbacks. Shaw's got passes complete to Wise. He's in the open down across the 50-yard line. Will be brought down from behind at the 35-yard line of El Dorado.
That's just a little quick out to the flats, and El Dorado was back in the zone, and Tommy Shaw just dropped it in between the deep zone and the up zone, and well executed.
Timing was good. Billy was wide open on that play and picked up good yardage after the reception.
That's a big pass for Tommy to give him some confidence and get him started off on the right foot.
Kirby breaks the huddle, double wide set, I formation. Igo as the I back. Little misdirection, handoff to Igo. He's going to be stacked up after a couple yard gain. That big Derby line this year, Terry, averages about 235 pounds.
There won't be many teams that can match up for them size-wise. But the thing that Derby has going with their big kids is that they're aggressive and they have some good speed. So it's, team facing Derby has their hands full on the front line.
Of course, they've got big Matt Norwood, number 76, at 6'4" and 270 pounds, anchoring the line at center. Glazier and Wise are wide left. Shaw drops back to throw. Little screen pass to Igo, and that's not going anywhere, Terry.
That play was well defensed. Tommy might have been better off tucking down and running it. El Dorado did a good job of covering the flat, and we're out there to make the tackle as soon as the ball was out to Glazier.
That might be one of the new twists that Coach Young has put in. We haven't seen a screen pass in the last few years here.
I know that they've worked on some new things and added some new wrinkles to their game, so it's going to be interesting to see what they have added.
Parscale is in the game now, number 88. It's in the slot right. Hand off to Young. He's going to pick up a couple of yards on that, get back probably 3 of the 5 they lost.
That play is going to have a lot of difficulty running against El Dorado because their offensive line is not penetrating, and that play is designed to run against a defensive line that penetrates, and it's going to be hard to penetrate against the Derby front line.
It's going to bring up about 4th and 12. The ball setting on the 35-yard line of El Dorado. Looks like Derby's going to go for it. Wise is wide to the right. Glazer's in the slot to the right. I formation. Shaw rolls out right. He's got a man open downfield, and it's caught by number 10, Travis Glazer's completion down inside the 20-yard line, good enough for the first down. Travis was wide open on that play.
Travis came across underneath the zone. They went deep with a deep man and opened up underneath, and Travis came over from the weak side under the zone, and Tommy set nice and threw a nice pass out to him.
Play picked up about 18 yards. Going to bring up first down, ball just about on the 17-yard line of El Dorado. High formation. Quick pitch back to Igo, off the left tackle. Oh, ball squirts loose. Looks like El Dorado's recovered the fumble. Made a nice cutback on that, but just a good solid tackle by El Dorado knocked that ball loose.
Had a good hit on it. He's got wrapped up a little tighter. Derby defense now needs to answer the call.
Football ready just inside the 15-yard line. First and 10 Wildcats.
Wildcats go on offense now with number 33 Van, their highly talented tailback. El Dorado's in the eye. Fushi hands off to Van around the left side, and he's going to be stacked up just across the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard, maybe 2.
It's very important that Derby pursue the ball, and a runner like Van is tough to bring down, and one guy, you can't count on one guy being able to bring him down. Derby's got to swarm to the ball every play.
I think you're right, Terry. Even though this is probably the biggest team Derby's had in a long, long time, they still have a lot of quickness across that front line. High formation, Van is the eye back. Fushi turnaround handoff to Van again. He cuts back and he's going nowhere. That defensive line is playing aggressive ball tonight.
Derby's down front four doing a good job of pursuing and getting across the line of scrimmage quick and getting in and disrupting the play in the backfield and making Van go where he's not planning on going. So, the penetration is important on Derby's part.
El Dorado comes out in the I formation with a double wideouts. Going to be a quick handoff back inside to Van. He breaks a couple tackles, and he's going to be brought down right at the first down marker. They had him trapped back there, but he picked up the first down.
That's what we were talking about. It's tough for one guy to get a good. He's so quick and has such good lateral movements. It's tough for one guy to get a hand on him and bring him down. He was hit 5 yards short of the first down marker, but managed to keep fighting and pick up the necessary yardage for a first down.
El Dorado on a double split set, I formation. Fushi keeps the ball, he's rolling right, looking back, throws downfield, and it's going to be knocked down by number 88, Russell Parscale. Nice defensive play. He had a man open downfield, number 11, Travis Doyle. However, Travis didn't turn around and look for the ball. It might have been a completion had he turned around.
Well, there's two Panthers in the area. It was good defense on Derby's part.
We'll bring up second down 10. Ball right at the 25-yard line of El Dorado. Double wide set. Quick pitch back to the right to Van, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage for virtually no gain. Good strong pursuit there.
El Dorado's backfield is set up with a fullback and an I-back, and their fullback is 5'9", about 210, 205, and not much of a threat as a ball carrier. So Derby, look for Derby to key off Van at the I-back position.
Number 87, Josh Riedel, was in on that stop. He's a 210-pound junior. He's been in on the last two plays very aggressively. Double wideouts again for El Dorado. Quick handoff to the fullback. Breaks one tackle, but he's going to be stopped after a couple-yard gain. Jason Young in on the tackle.
Jason filled the hole from the middle linebacking position.
Going to bring up fourth down in a long 8 yards, probably 9. Devin Klisch is back deep, number 24, to receive the punt for the Panthers. Young almost got that one. It's a high hanging punt. Klisch fumbles the punt, and I believe it is going to be recovered by El Dorado. It is. El Dorado recovers the ball.
Devin just had a little trouble getting the handle on it that time. That first one of the season is always a tough one to get under and hang on to.
El Dorado will have the ball now at the 47-yard line of Derby on that turnover. Come out double wide. Ace. Single. Lane is in the slot. Van's a lone setback. Fushi drops back to throw. He's going to throw one up, hang it out there for 25. Chad Porter to receive. Kind of overthrew him on that pattern.
He was covered by Devin Klisch. Devin did a good job of getting back and picking him up deep. They moved their fullback out into the slot that time, and like we said before, there's no speed there, and Derby won't pay a lot of attention to him.
Panthers pass coverage looks pretty good so far this year. Van's the lone setback again. Fushi drops back to throw. He's going to throw it out in the flat. Overthrows 82. Jeremy Greenfield. Going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
It looked like El Dorado's decided that they're going to have to throw the ball and move it against Derby after not much success running the ball in the first possession. Come out and throw in the first two. I think most teams will find it will be difficult to run against the Panther defense this year.
Well, that front line of Derby's with those strong linebackers are just going to make it real hard to get much yardage up through that middle area. Fumble on the snap.
Derby may have the ball, Ron.
Players are indicating that Derby's got it. And they have. They picked it up. Who is that coming up off the bottom? 63.
63, Scott Haskins. Looked like a poor exchange between the center and the quarterback, and Derby had enough penetration that the quarterback had no chance of getting onto the ball.
Panthers break the huddle. Big Matt Norwood leads them up to the line. 6'4", 270-pound center. Double wide formation. High goes the I-back. Quick handoff to Young off the left tackle, breaks a couple, brings down. He's going to pick up about 13 yards on the play. It's a nice hard run by Jason Young.
Jason did a good job. That was a misdirection quick opener over left guard and had some excellent blocking on the left side of the Panther line that time. Look for that quick opening, big play for the Panthers this year.
It'll be 1st and 10, ball setting just inside the 40-yard line of El Dorado. Panthers out of the huddle, high formation. Little misdirection, handoff to Igo, breaks a couple of tackles. He's in the open around the left side. He's going to get out, going to be driven out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
He made a nice play. There was a nice hole, nice play, but he gained an extra 10 yards on that play due to the effort of Corey Gorley. Corey threw his block and tied this guy up and then rolled into him, kept him tied up, and gave Igo time enough to get outside and gain some extra yards. Just good second effort on the block downfield.
1st and 10 at the 21 of the Wildcats. Panthers in a wide right formation slot. Igo and Young are the setbacks. Quick handoff to Young on that little counter play. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on it.
He may bring Jason down, but he's going to punish the linebackers if they don't get lower than he is. He put a good hit on a linebacker, went down, but gained 3 yards on the play.
This is Jason's first year in the backfield, and he's been an outstanding linebacker for the Panthers last year, and looks to have another great year this year, but now he's going to have a chance to show his abilities as the fullback. Traditionally, Derby's had good fullbacks to block for that tailback. Panthers' lone setback is Young. There's that misdirection. Young still on his feet, going to get across the 15-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down, about 5, make it 4.
Again, Derby going back to just real tough, strong, fundamental football, good up front blocking, a little misdirection. Jason, the last 2 times carried the ball, is wrapped it up tight. This, one thing Derby doesn't want to do again is turn the ball over down this part of the field.
Parskell's wide left. Gurley right white. Young's a lone setback. Shaw drops back. He's got a quick little pass over the right side, intended for Gurley, incomplete. Bring up 4th and 4.
And Tommy hurt his pass just a little bit, didn't quite get set up that time. That quick slant's going to be open. They're playing off the wide people, giving some room out there. Look for Derby to take advantage of that.
Well, this is the second time the Panthers have had possession, and they've driven the ball down inside the 20-yard line. Again, they're looking at a 4th down and fairly good yardage. They're going to go for the 1st down. High formation. Shaw rolls out right. He's throwing to the end zone, overthrows his man, Buckingham, number 40, over in the right corner of the end zone. Just a little too much on the ball.
Jason was open in the corner. Tommy just couldn't quite connect with him. Tommy had some room out there. Also had another receiver open out there. Derby's passing game looks real strong. Early in the season, timing's going to be off a little bit, but it's definitely going to give some teams some problems.
Tommy's getting the protection, and the receivers are getting open, and just a little timing this early in the season. Wildcats out of the huddle, Van's the I-back. Quick handoff to the fullback, and he's going to be stopped dead. Aggressive play there by number 63.
I think El Dorado's figured out that you have to give the fullback the ball every once in a while just to keep the defense honest. And like we said, we don't expect a whole lot out of him. He's basically a blocking back for Van.
Scott Haskins in on that tackle. He's nose tackle for Derby, is playing some very aggressive ball tonight. Wildcats in a double split formation. Van in the I-back again. Quick handoff to Van. He's going to cut right. A couple of nice moves. He's going to be brought down after about a 6-yard gain. You can see why he's a talented back. He put a move on there that would leave most people standing flat-footed.
And that's the importance of team pursuit. Tyson Malik came over and made the tackle, and if you take for granted that the guy that's hit up and is going to make the tackle and he gets beaten, and it's a big gain if you don't have team pursuit. Tyson did a good job coming across the field to make that tackle. This is probably the premier matchup tonight in the Hart Valley. Derby's picked number 1 in the season for the season by the coaches, and El Dorado's picked number 2, and so it's a big test to see how good the teams are and how they stack up. It definitely gives one team the inside track as far as trying to capture the Valley title.
Cushy's hand off to Van. He's going to cut right. He's tripped up, and he's going to be brought down for a loss on the play. Excellent pursuit by the linebackers in line on that play, Terry.
The play that really made that, or made that successful, Devin Clish came up from the outside and turning back in, kept Van from getting outside, and then the pursuit of the linebackers coming across made the tackle. It's key to keep him inside, not lay him outside.
That's the end of the first quarter. Scoreless so far, Terry. What do you think of the offense?
Well, Derby's moved the ball well. They can't be pleased because they haven't put the ball across the goal line, but they have moved the ball. Derby's the type of team that if you're going to beat them, you better get on them early because they're big, they're deep, they've got a lot of guys, and the second half, they're going to wear a lot of people down. But I'm sure Coach Young and the coaching staff are a little disappointed that they haven't been able to get paid there when they're down inside the 20.
I think the defense has done a very good job. Van has carried the ball about 7 times, and they've held him to probably 10, 12 yards total.
He may have negative rushing yards. He sure doesn't have many, if any, and it's not unusual. Derby defense the last 2 years have done a tremendous job. Van's been the top ball carrier in the Valley, and against Derby he has a tough time making any yardage. I look for maybe El Dorado to start putting the ball in the air again a little bit on their next possession. They've had so little success rushing the football, and look for them to go back to their air game.
Get ready to start the second quarter here. It's going to be 4th and 6. El Dorado's going back into punt formation. Devin Clish, number 24, is back deep to receive for the Panthers. Panthers have been noted to block a lot of punts over the years. Wouldn't surprise me to see them happen. They fumble on the snap. They've got him in the backfield. They're going to bring him down on the 10-yard line.
Bad snap makes a big play for the Panthers, and Jason Young was back there right on top of him, brought him down inside the 10-yard line, and this is where Derby's got to convert and put some points on the board now.
Panthers will take over 1st and 10, right? Ball setting right on the 10-yard line of the Wildcats. Shaw brings him out of the huddle. Young's the lone setback.
Double tight end.
Glazier's wide right. Wise is wide left. Shaw rolls out. He's got tight end. Touchdown. Number 40, Jason Buckingham. Just a quick tight end across the middle play.
Derby went to a little different set that time. They had Buckingham at one tight end and DeVork the other tight end. You don't see him play a double tight end very often. They cleared out the left side with the tight end and split, and then ran Buckingham across the middle. And nice call, nice play.
Jason made a nice catch on that. The ball was thrown just a little bit high, but still catchable, and Jason went up, brought it down right on the goal line. Kemp's attempt at the extra point is low and right. It's no good. And that's just another timing play that the Panthers are going to have to work with.
It's one of those things. It's like the defensive linemen and the linebackers like to get that first hit. Kicker needs to get that first kick through out of the system, then settle down a little bit. Derby's always had a strong kicking game.
Third. Well, I guess you got to wait.
Derby special teams, with the number of kids that they are out in their depth, that gives them some kids that aren't starters a chance to get on the field, and those kids really go out and are hungry for some playing time, and that's what makes good special teams. So look for some excellent play from the Derby special teams this year.
Eric Van, number 33, and number 23, Jeremy Mitchell, are back deep to receive for the Wildcats. Jason Kemp will be kicking off for the Panthers.
I'm sure it's Coach Young's intention to kick away from Eric Van and make somebody else handle the football on kick returns.
The Panthers traditionally have almost kept the ball low and on the ground through the years on their kickoffs, and I think it's paid off for them because they haven't had one run back in a long time. Oh, he kicks it deep. Mitchell takes it on about the 10-yard line. Breaks one tackle, but he's brought down hard by Tyson Malik.
Tyson did a good job getting downfield and putting a big stick on him. That's what the coach would like to see, somebody going down hitting somebody, and excellent coverage by the Panthers that time.
Hey girl, does anybody want a piece of gum? Is it Kim?
Wildcats break the huddle. Double wideouts, I formation with Van still in at the I back.
Appears to be some, we've got an official timeout, appears to be some problems on the field. I'm not sure if it's with the clock or what it is. The head official is over talking to Coach Young now.
Is that you like a green? Oh, yeah, green. I had 5 greens. Stop.
You need the lights off.
Well, I don't like I'm ready to spit it out.
Game's being held up while the official asked for the lights to be turned on.
And here they come. Boy, it's a beautiful night for the first game of the season, Terry. You know, we've had that high 90 weather all week before, and this weekend it turned cool, and it's just been great. I think temperature at game times in the low 70s.
I'm sure that the players and the fans and the coaches would take a whole season for this kind of weather. It's a perfect night for football.
Bushy's quick pitch back to Van. He's going around the right side. He's going to be brought down. Worley and Willis on the tackle. Pick up about a yard, maybe 2. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Van did a good job, pick up a couple yards. Jason Young just by having him in the backfield. Derby defense is getting excellent penetration across the line of scrimmage.
El Dorado comes out of the huddle. Double wideouts with a slot. Van's a lone setback. Bushy turns and hands to Van. He's going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss. 76, Matt Norwood breaking through.
Matt's in on defense this series, and whoever has assignment blocking Matt and keeping him out of the backfield has their hands full. They undoubtedly going to have to double team him if they plan on running over his area.
A loss of about 3 yards on the play. Bring up.
That's quick.
Here again, it's tough. I don't care how good the back is. It's tough when the defensive line has that kind of penetration for a back to gain anything.
That's it.
Bushy keeps it going right. He's going to be brought down in the backfield.
That's Josh Riedel out there pursuing. Josh did a good job. Didn't go for the fake. Ran him down. Lost about 7-8 yards on the play and brings up fourth and long for El Dorado. Excellent play by Josh Riedel.
That's right, Terry. It almost looked like Josh had his sights set as soon as he left the line of scrimmage. He never left contact with him.
I think that's indicative of the speed that front line has. You have a down lineman running down one of their backs.
Flish is back deep to receive the punt from El Dorado. Loss of about 7 yards on the play, 4th down and 17. He almost got the block on that. Jason Young, it's high, but it's going to be real short. Takes an El Dorado bounce. It's going to go out of bounds. Right at about the 47-yard line of Derby. So the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 on their own 47.
I look for Derby to get a block punt for the Knights over, Ron. They're putting some heavy pursuit on the punter every time, and one of these times they're going to get through and get a hand on it.
Well, they came real close to getting that one, Terry, and the one before they didn't block, but the snap was bad, and they would have. Barry Galbraith, number 9, is in at quarterback now.
And Mike's sitting up in his back. He's coming this time, though.
Quick pitch to
He took himself.
Tyson Malik around the left side. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. Malik's in at tailback, number 35. Willis is in at fullback, number 41. So Coach Young is giving his starting backfield a breather. Panthers are really deep this year, Terry.
Like we said before, they have enough depth that they don't lose a step when they run other kids in, and this offensive backfield won't let up any.
Glazer's wide right. Galbraith sets the throw. He's got a quick out. Intended for Gorley. Incomplete.
He's out there quick. I think Corey had a hand on it, just couldn't quite bring it in. Little quick out.
We'll bring up 3rd down and about 6.
El Dorado's starting to tighten their corners up just a little bit. Early in the ball game, we're playing off 10, 15 yards, and Derby's taking advantage of it. They've tightened their defense up a little bit now.
Galbraith drops back in the pocket to throw. Downfield, complete to Gorley. Ball flaps loose, but it's going to go out of bounds. So Derby will keep possession on that. I'm sorry, that was Tyson Malik on the reception.
No, Corey Boyle. That was a nice pass out there to the flats. Big pickup for the Panthers.
For the Panthers at the Wildcat 22-yard line.
He said 17.
Panthers break the huddle, I formation.
Get back, X. Get back off the line.
Will's the lone setback. Hand off to Wills off the left tackle. He's got a big hole over there. He's going to pick up. He's still on his feet down close to the 10-yard line.
Brandon has a good burst of speed, and left side of the line did an excellent job of blocking that time. Completely blew the El Dorado defensive line off the line of scrimmage.
El Dorado's going to call a timeout here, Terry. Try to regroup, I think. Panthers sitting with 2nd down and less than a yard. Ball on about the 12-yard line. Panthers have got still have their starting line in there for that second group backfield. And they're opening up some big holes for them.
Now this is where Derby's going to be real tough, as they can send fresh backs in, fresh line in, and not lose anything. And then it's got to be discouraging for teams that can't substitute as freely as Derby can, and get wore down. And here comes fresh troops to block you.
Second and less than a yard for the Panthers. I formation. Willis the fullback. Malik set the tailback. Hand off to Wills. And that little fullback counter, he should have enough for the 1st down. So he gets across the 10-yard line. Going to be right. Ball, the nose of the ball is just going to be across the 10. So Panthers have a 1st and goal at the 10.
This is where Derby needs to pick it up and make sure they get into pay dirt again. This is their 4th time they've been inside the 20.
Panthers out of the huddle. Wills the lone setback. Galbraith rolls out right. He's looking downfield, throws a Pass intended for Dave DeVore, number 81.
Dave come out of the tight end position, was open out there in the flats. Barry couldn't quite connect with him.
I think if they'd have put that together, that'd have been 6, Terry.
Could have been. He was pretty close to the line. Looked like Barry had a lot of running room out here too. Look for that option to be called and the quarterbacks to tuck it down and see how much yardage they can get also.
Panthers in the I formation. Parskell wide right. Hand off to Malik. He breaks one tackle. He's going to get down inside the 5 to probably about the 2-yard line.
Great effort by Malik. He was hit back about the 6-yard line. Last 3 or 4 yards were gained by second effort and just his determination. Puts Derby in a good position to take the ball over from here.
Ball setting just inside the 3, it looks like. Terry going to be 3rd and goal from there. Panthers in a wide left formation. Malik and Wills the setbacks. Galbraith calling the signals. Quick pitch back to Malik. He cuts back inside, and that's a touchdown. Nice cutback in there by Tyson Malik in for the touchdown.
That was an excellent cutback. I tell you what, Derby's going to be hard to defense down there inside the 2 or 3 yard line. You've got the linebackers have got to stay in with that big offensive line that you look for them to blow off the middle, so you can't be going outside too quick. And Tyson did a good job of getting outside and cutting back in against the grain and getting pay dirt. Nice call, nice run by Tyson. Well executed.
Panthers break the huddle. Looks like they're going to go for 2 to make up that other extra point. Now they're called timeout. Panthers going to take a timeout and talk it over. Looked like they were going to go for the 2 points to pick up that missed conversion on the first touchdown.
I think it's obvious the Panthers have got the butterflies out of the way now. The first 2 possessions, you could tell they were a little nervous. Some of the execution wasn't quite there, and they've settled down now. They've moved the ball down the field. They put it over into pay dirt last 2 possessions, and Derby's where they want to be now. They've got the momentum, and they're playing hard. They're getting a lot of kids in the ball game. It's going to be real discouraging for El Dorado at this point.
Right, Terry. The Panthers moved the ball very well. They probably have over 150 yards in total offense the first half, and we've got 7 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the first half. Running game has looked very sharp. Passing game has had some moments, but the receivers have been open. The timing is just the issue right now, I think. And the Panthers come out of the huddle. They're going to go for 2. Will's a lone setback. Got double wideouts. Galbraith going to drop back, roll left, flips it over right. Oh, there's going to be a flag on that play. Pass was intended for Tyson Malik in the end zone, but got just a little early contact on that one.
Tyson was open. If Barry throwing just a little bit quicker, it'd probably been there before the defense could pull up on him. Excellent call. Tyson just floated out in the flat. Barry rolled out and picked him up.
Well, that'll move the ball a little bit closer. Wouldn't surprise me to see the Panthers go for the 2 again and with a little power running play here.
Derby should be able to pick up a yard or 2 with their offensive line against anybody when they need it.
Panthers are out in the I formation. Malik the I back, Wills the fullback. Here they come off right side, pitch back to Malik, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. Nice run by Tyson Malik.
Tyson's a north-south runner. He gets the ball and he runs hard. He puts his head down, and if you're going to stop him, you got to stop him, hit him hard and stop him, because he's going to go for pay dirt. He does an excellent job. Once he gets the ball, he's not going to do anything fancy. He's going to go get the yards that's there for him.
Right side of the line opened up a nice hole there on that quick hitter.
Tell you what, with their size and with their quickness, that quick pitch is going to be a tough play for a lot of teams to handle this year. You
know, Terry, that Malik name has put a few yards on the Panther football field in the last few years. Tyson's brother Trent ran up 2,000-yard plus seasons in 1990 and 91 as the Panthers had 9-1 records that year, both of those years.
Well, the one thing that goes with the Malik name as far as football is tough hitters and hard workers, and both the Malik boys, they're the twins this year, juniors on the team, are that. And, they're good football players, and the coaching staff expect a lot out of both of them in the next 2 years.
Kemp tees the ball up, ready to kick off. 7:34 left in the half. The Panthers lead the Wildcats 14-0. Van and Mitchell are back deep to receive for the Wildcats. Kemp's kick is going to go down the right side and out of bounds. Going to be a flag on that one. It'll come back.
About the only time El Dorado's had good field possession has been because of Derby errors, fumble, or in this instance, kicking the ball out of bounds, so going to give them good field position. Other than that, El Dorado hadn't been able to move the ball and get any momentum on offense.
Yeah, I go weird. That's the illegal procedure.
It's an illegal procedure penalty with that ball going out of bounds, so looks like El Dorado's going to take the ball on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10, which they have the option to do that. I don't think it was so much that it was a bad kick area. They're just trying to keep the ball away from Van, who's on the right side of the field deep.
I'm sure the coaches would rather kick it out of bounds, give it to 35, than put it in Van's hand and give him some room to run with it.
El Dorado comes out with a double wide set.
Oh, no, that's right.
Foshi throws out to his fullback. He's going to be, pass is caught, but he's going to be brought down for about a 2-yard gain. Make it 3, 4.
That's been one of their biggest plays tonight, 4-yard gain. That's they're probably averaging less than a yard, maybe 2 yards per offensive play.
They're putting their fullback out in the slot to the left side. He just comes across in that little open center area. Quick handoff to Van. He's got some running room. He's juking. He's going to be brought down after about a 10-yard pickup. He gets across the 50-yard line.
That's a prime example of the situation you don't want to catch yourself in. That's Eric Van having the ball in the open field and having to tackle him one-on-one. Derby's got to get back to where they contain him, keep him inside the ends, and not let him get in a position where he can do what he does best, and that's dance with the football.
Looked like the Panthers might have been looking for a pass on that play with the lone setback and double wide set. Wildcats come out in the I formation, double wide outs again. Fushi's handoff to Van. He cuts back in the middle. He's going to be stopped after about a yard gain. Scott Haskins, 63 on that tackle, along with Brandon Wills, 41.
Dan Crone at the right end came across and kept Van inside. That's a key to stopping El Dorado and stopping Van is, like I said, not let him outside. Dan did a good job of penetrating across the line that time.
We'll give Van a yard on that play, bring up 2nd down 9. Ball setting on about the 49-yard line of the Panthers. Van the lone setback again. Fushi drops back to throw. He's got a man open in the right flat. Oh, he's going to be hit after about a 3-yard gain. Pass was complete.
Devin Klisch made that defensive stop. Good job by Devin. Held him to about 3, maybe 4-yard pickup.
That was good pass coverage, Terry. There's not much you can do on a quick out like that. Devin was there right after the ball got there, so.
Well, Derby's in position that give them 2 or 3 yards on a quick pass, and so they're playing a little softer. But it's going to be hard for El Dorado to get back in the ball game with that kind of play.
All right, 3rd and 6 for the Wildcats. Fushi drops back, throws over net. Oh, pass is complete, but what a stick. 88.
Russell Parscale made that stick. That was an excellent play, and El Dorado receivers are paying the price for catching the football the last 2 plays. The Derby secondary, as soon as they've touched the ball, has come up and made some good sticks and made them pay for the yards that they gained.
374.
I felt that hit up here, Terry. I'll tell you what, if all he had to do was turn around and he'd have fell forward for the yardage, but Parscale put that hit on him and stopped him dead and drove him back about 3 yards.
It's great to see the Derby secondary getting aggressive and coming up sticking people. And believe me, when the next time the receiver's out turning around catching that ball, he's going to be thinking about what happened that last play, and he may drop the next one because he can't concentrate on watching the ball come to him.
4th down, about 2 yards to go. El Dorado comes out in the power I set. It's the first time we've seen that formation tonight. Hand off to Van, and he is gonna leap forward, and probably his progress is gonna give him the first down.
It was no surprise who was getting the ball, so it was just great effort on Van's part, and it was athletic ability that got the first down for him, because Derby did have the play stopped, and he just went up and over the top of him. Hard to defense that play. They had him stopped. This is by far the best drive El Dorado's put together in this first half.
All right, ball first down and 10. Wildcats ball on about the 39-yard line of the Panthers. Lone setback is Van, double wideouts. The handoff on a delayed action play is going to be brought down in the backfield by Jason Buckingham.
Jason did a good job pursuing behind, and there again, that play is made by the people on the outside because Van's back here looking for an opening. And when he hesitates, it gives the defense time to pursue from the backside and make the play. Good swarm defense that time.
Jason, playing the right defensive end, is actually playing some very aggressive football, considering this is only his second year of football.
You'd have a hard time getting anybody to believe that.
Bushy drops back, throws complete to Mitchell, 23, but he's going to be drilled by Parscale.
There again, the Derby coaches are happy to give him a yard or two on a pass play, and that's all they're getting with that play. Derby's doing a good job coming up quick on those quick outs.
Fushi's pass to Mitchell was complete, but I believe they lost a yard on the play, Terry. Going to bring up 3rd down, about 11. Wide set for the Wildcats. Van's the lone setback. Fushi drops back to throw. He's going to throw deep down to the end zone, and it's complete for the touchdown. Got behind him.
Derby had 2 guys down on coverage on that play, and El Dorado receivers just able to get behind them, and it was a nice pass from the El Dorado quarterback. The quick outs maybe lulled Derby a little bit asleep on the outside, and you start coming up for a quick out, and the guy sprints down the sideline. Nice play by the El Dorado offense.
I think you're right, Terry. Most of those pass plays have been just a little quick outs and over the center, and that play, Fushi just dropped straight back and threw deep. His receiver went downfield and never turned around until he got to the 5-yard line, so timing was good. Try for the extra point is no good.
Looked like Jason Buckingham may have got a hand on that kick. He came across the line real hard and was up in the face. I couldn't tell if he got a hand on it or not from here.
Yeah, he's got that. Yeah.
Billy Wise will be back to receive along with Brandon Wills.
There.
Number 26, Morris, is going to tee the ball up for the Wildcats.
Yeah, went to the. It's going to go away. It went away from Billy back time.
Wildcats put together a good solid drive there, Terry. They took the ball and just went right down the field, and there was a couple of situations there where the Panthers had him. The one particular one was 4th and 3, and they had him stopped, like you said earlier. Van just took off about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage airborne and picked up the first down. Wise is going to take the kick deep. Going to be tripped up at about the 25, 26 yard line.
I think Derby's done what they want to on defense. Other than that one play, they basically negated Van and taken him out of the ball game and forced El Rey to go their game. Now Derby needs to regroup a little bit and adjust to that ball game and play heads up from here on in.
Galbraith is still in at quarterback. Young is back in at fullback. Hand off to Young on the left side. Breaks outside. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. Good hard run by Jason. Bring up second down, 6.
It's important that Derby put the sustaining drive together here and get the momentum back going in at halftime and come out second half with a big mo on their side.
30-yard line.
Blazer comes out wide right. Young the lone setback again. Got motion, got a little movement down on the line. Looks like Derby might have moved a little quick.
Looked like maybe Barry was hobbling to a different offensive play and left side of the offensive line just a little anxious.
That's what it is, a little illegal procedure against the Panthers. Not only race that gain, bring up about second down and 11.
Illegal procedure against Derby is the indication.
A little over 2 minutes to play in the half yet, so there's still time for the Panthers to take it downfield and stick it in the end zone for a score before the half. Wise comes out wide right. High formation. Galbraith keeps around the right side. He's going to tuck it. No, he throws downfield. Complete. Nice pass play, and he's still on his feet. Wilson Barstow going to be driven out of bounds on about the 40-yard line. Looked like Barry was going to tuck it and run, and then at the last second he threw a rope downfield. There's a flag on the field.
That flag's probably a face mask on the first guy that hit Russell, trying to take him out of bounds, came across his head and grabbed the face mask. That was an excellent play on both ends. Galbraith coming out, setting up under pressure and finding the receiver and making the throw and the catch and the run after the catch. That was a big play for Derby.
And it's even bigger, Terry, as you said. There was a face mask penalty, and that's going to tack 15 more on it, so it's going to put the ball down just right at the 25-yard line of the Wildcats. Panthers ball 1st and 10.
Look for the Panthers to get hungry here and try to get one before the half, Ron.
1st and 10 Panthers with the Wildcat.
Panthers come out of the huddle. Wise is wide left. Glazer's in the slot left. High formation. Gurley's rolling right. He throws downfield. It is going to be caught. Travis Glazier, number 10, come back for that pass and caught it.
There's a flag in the end zone, Ron. They haven't given an indication of what the flag is yet. It's back right at the goal line. Could be offensive interference.
You're right, Terry. Offensive interference on the Panthers is going to bring it back. I didn't see that. They threw it in the end zone. I didn't see who was down there.
A play that takes that long to develop when you roll out, a lot of times people can get down there and get their feet tied up or caught together, or receivers downfield thinks that the quarterback's elected to run with the ball and he'll go ahead and throw a block and not realizing the quarterback still looking to throw the ball downfield. Not anymore. Used to be.
Where it'll be 2nd down and 25.
I can change it. Change it.
That offensive offensive pass interference is going to bring up second down and a long 25. That's a loss of down.
That's one of the penalties that's been adjusted in the pro ranks this year. Is it's no longer a loss of down. The yardage penalty is enough. And to penalize yardage and downs, tough for that kind of play.
Galbraith drops back, throws right to Wise, complete out in the flat. He's on his feet, going to go out of bounds at just about the 22-yard line of the Wildcats. Nice pass play.
Barry did a good job of sitting back here in the pocket. He took a big hit by El Dorado, right defensive end after he threw the ball. He jumps up and he's a gamer. He's ready to go back after him.
Well, the Panthers picked up about 17 yards on that play, so it's going to bring up third and about 8. Break the huddle, come out. Galbraith's calling signals. Young's a lone setback. Galbraith rolls left, looking downfield, tucks it in. He's going to run the ball, cuts back inside. He's not going to pick up maybe about a yard.
El Dorado did a good job of covering the secondary that time. Barry made the right call, pull the ball down, get what you can out of it.
Well, it's another fourth down situation and long for the Panthers, deep inside the Wildcats' territory. Panthers out of the huddle. Young's the lone setback. Double wide outs. Galbraith drops straight back. He's looking downfield. He's getting some pressure. He's going to have to run the ball, and he's going to be brought down basically for no gain, maybe a couple of yards on the play, so it's going to go over to the Wildcats on downs.
Barry hadn't had a lot of success last 2 or 3 plays rolling out of the pocket. He had a little more success setting back rather than rolling out. El Dorado's doing a better job of defense and the receivers. Derby does have a one-on-one with their split receiver. Look for them second half to attack that a little bit on the one-on-one coverage.
Wildcats break the huddle. Ball setting right on the 20-yard line. Pitch back to Van around the left side. He cuts back inside, and he is stacked up hard. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Jason Young came across the line, put a big hit on Eric Van, stood him up, and then a host of Derby Panthers came over and made the tackle.
Scott Haskins in on that stop again. That's probably going to be the last play before the half, Jerry, and it is. Well, Terry, some first half statistics for the Panthers. They had 75 yards rushing. Malik had 15. Igo was in there for 30. Jason Young had 28 yards, and Barry Galbraith picked up 2 yards, and that was more of a scramble than anything. They had 123 yards passing. They were 7 out of 11. Galbraith had 3 completions for 69 yards, and Tommy Shaw had 54 yards. So they're looking at about 200 yards total offense the first half, and actually they moved the ball fairly well, but just seemed to bog down there in a couple of key situations.
That's probably a little more passing offense than we would have expected before the ball game. Look for Derby to run the ball and with their size, try to manhandle some teams. They may get back into that second half. Derby played a pretty good first half. Just a couple mistakes cost them a little bit. I'm sure the coaches are a little concerned that they didn't get the ball over the goal line when they were down inside the 20 every time. And that's one thing Coach likes to see is let's get the ball over the pay dirt when we get inside the 20 or the red zone.
Panther defense looked very aggressive the first half. They probably held Van to less than 30 yards rushing, and that was most of it came on one carry where he picked up about 17 yards, I think. That front line's been very aggressive, and the linebacking core seems to be just filling the gaps immediately when the play develops. So I'd look for the Panthers to be just as aggressive the second half on that keying on Eric Van as he comes out of the backfield.
With a player like Eric Van, there's no letting up. He left just a little bit, and he's around and gone. They're right back in the ball game. Like I say, the Panthers will stay aggressive. Probably get a little more help on the coverage on the wide people. Try to double them a little bit more and get some help out there to those people on one-on-one situations.
Wildcats are going to receive the second half. Jason Kemp will tee the ball up, do the kicking for the Panthers. Mitchell and Van are going to be back deep again to receive for the Wildcats.
Don, you hear all right?
It's a great night for football, Ron. There's no breeze, so the wind there's no benefit to receiving at one end or the other this evening. It's the flags hanging straight down, and just a perfect night for a ball game.
We've got a great crowd here tonight too, Terry. The Derby side looks filled just about to capacity, and El Dorado's brought a good crowd too. Kemp's kick is going to go deep. They're going to let it go out of bounds again.
El Dorado tried to stack their two backs and try to get shift after the kickoff and get Van over in position to kick a kickoff and let him get some open field running, and Derby's just not one to let him do that.
Wildcats break the huddle. Come with the double wideouts with fullback in the slot. Van the lone setback. Quick pitch back to Van on the left side. He's going to stay outside, going to be brought down out of bounds by 35. Tyson Malik drives him out of bounds after about a 3-yard gain.
Boy, that play looked like it'd be a big gainer.
Defensed it well and held him to about a 3-yard gain. Second down for the Wildcats. Van again the lone setback. Fushi drops back to throw. It's a quick out to the fullback, and he is going to be driven out of bounds after about a 2-yard pickup. Give him 3. Fullback setting out here on the left side, just in the slot, and he basically just pivots and takes that quick pass from Fushi. It's about it.
Derby give him that pass to that fullback out in the flat a little bit. He runs with a long time in one place before he gets upfield.
We're back to play action now. Wildcats break the huddle, come out in that power I set again. That's the second time we've seen that tonight, Terry. 3rd down and 4. They give it to Van off tackle, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Last time we saw that play was a 4th down, and Van converted. This time Derby's there to stop him.
He's in on the tackle too. 4th down and 4 for the Wildcats. Push is back deep for the Panthers. He's going to hit it from about his 30-yard line. He gets off a nice kick. Push is going to pick it up on about the 23. Cuts across. He's going to bring it back to just across the 40-yard line for the Panthers. So
good return by Devin that time.
about a 17-yard return. Tommy Shaw comes back in the game at quarterback for the Panthers. Worley goes wide left. Horskell is wide right. High formation. Igo and Young in the backfield. A little misdirection counter to Young. Igo, he's got open field. He breaks a couple of tackles. Going to be brought down from behind. At the ball, he fumbles the ball, but it's going to be blown dead at the 40-yard line of the Wildcats. That's a 20-yard pickup, but there's a flag back down up at the line of scrimmage, Terry.
That was a nice play by Justin Igo. El Dorado defense doing a lot of dancing with their linebackers.
Looks like a holding call going against the Panthers. That's going to bring it back. That penalty is going to bring the ball all the way back to the 33-yard line of the Panthers. So not only did we lose the 20-yard gain, but we lost another 8 yards on the penalty from where the infraction was made. Young's the lone setback. Misdirection handoff to Jason. He's going to get across the line of scrimmage. Pick up about 4 yards on the play.
A little draw to Jason Young that time. El Dorado.
Panthers come out of the huddle, I formation. Pascal is wide right, Gurley's wide to the left. Shaw's pass downfield is going to be complete to Corey Gurley. Corey just come down the right side, left sideline and took that pass in full stride, picked up about 15 yards on the play. And a very good catch by Gurley. That'll give the Panthers 1st and 10, ball just across the 50-yard line. Now make it setting at the 44 of El Dorado. Set quick hitter to the fullback.
That's terrible block by Settle.
Young picks up about 3 on the carry.
Dead feet.
Panthers break the huddle. Gorley goes wide left. Pascal is wide right. I formation. I go at the I back. Pitch back to Igo. Cuts back on the left side. He breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to get across the 35-yard line down almost to the 30. Going to be a pickup of about 10 yards on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Justin's doing a good job putting his head down, getting the yards there, and not trying to outdance anybody. He's just using his speed to get through there and get the yardage he can. Basics and block and run the ball and use our size to our advantage.
Glazer's wide right. High formation. Little counter play to Igo. He's across it, breaks 2 or 3 tackles in there, gets down close to the 20-yard line. Picked up almost 10 on the carry. Some nice blocking over there on the left side of the line.
Tell you what, they pulled some people off the right side, did some trap blocking. There was a big hole there, Ron. It was great execution by the offensive line.
Panthers out of the huddle, 2nd down, a long yard. Ball setting on about the 22-yard line of the Wildcats. Young's the lone setback. It's just going to be a straight handoff to Jason Young. He powers his way over the 20, down inside the 16-yard line. Going to pick up the first down. That's just power running there, Terry.
Ball.
That front line of the Panthers is firing out and sustaining their blocks right now. They're winning that front line battle. High formation.
They're 5-3 now, Coach.
Shaw hands off to Igo. He's coming around the right side, and he's going to be tripped up for a loss, but there's a couple of flags on the play, and that looks like it could be a penalty against the Panthers.
That's going to
clipping. It is, Terry.
It's going to be clipping on Corey Gorley out here. He just got caught trying to throw a block, and guy has back to him before he didn't have a chance to get around in front of him.
Holding it back to the 31-yard line of the Wildcats. Going to make first down and a long 25 yards for the Panthers.
Cover 2.
Got double wideouts for the Panthers. Young's the lone setback. Igo's in the slot. Shaw drops back to throw. He's going to throw downfield and overthrows his receiver, Corey Gurley, down at just inside the 20-yard line. Corey
Panthers.
And you're right, Terry. It's going to bring it back another 5 yards.
Here again, Ron, this is what we're talking about. The coaches,
Come back in the ISOs, too.
coaches are wanting Derby to cut down the mistakes and cut down the turnovers, and that's probably the thing that's going to stop more than anything else.
A bunch for the Panthers.
We gained
Ball. Wildcats declined the penalty there, Terry, so I guess they wanted the down rather than the yardage. Young's the lone setback, double wide out. Igo's in the slot to the left. Be a little counter play to Young. Going to pick up maybe 5 yards on the play.
Derby's trying to spread them out a little bit, going with one setback and trying to spread the El Dorado defense out and then come back in with powers up the middle.
Down well inside the 10-yard line to pick up the first down. And
Well, I'm sure Derby's looking at 2 plays from here from this territory. What they'd like to do is at least pick up half of it on this play.
high formation. Shaw's going to roll right, goes downfield complete to Young on a little fullback pass. He's going to be driven out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
Wait a minute.
Looks like we've got a little scramble down on the field. A little extracurricular activity, Terry. There goes the flag, which is bound to happen.
That is stupid. Who started that? I didn't see that. Well, I don't know, but Campbell just horse collared Matt Moore.
Hate to see that in a ball game, but tempers fly in a close rivalry like this, and sometimes it's hard to control.
Well, it's unfortunate, but you know, you got two teams wanting to win the hard, and that's what they work for. And sometimes they get a little aggressive.
Doing something that Matt didn't quite agree with. Matt's still a little upset about it. Well, there's one way to solve that problem. Is call the penalty on both teams,
And that's probably the right call in that situation. It's a matter of frustration on both sides, and it's not one side more than the other. And there again, it's kind of a wash. The play stands because the action took place after the play, so allowed some of the players to vent some of the steam, and no harm is done, and everybody's still. The referees apparently took some time to get the coaches together and to explain the call to them, give them a chance to cool their kids down, and make sure that everybody's ready to play football.
4th and 12 here. Shaw is going to drop straight back. He's going to throw into the end zone, and it's complete to Justin Igo. Justin was wide open, going right down the center of the field on that pass play.
That was a great call. Derby's attacked the outside all night with their wide receivers, and Justin simply goes up the middle from the tailback position and is wide open. Nice pass by Tommy Shaw.
All right, Terry. Tommy just dropped straight back in the pocket and stood there, and the front line held out that rush, and he hit Justin right down the middle of the field. Justin coming out of that slot back position. Jason Kemp's going to try the extra point. Jason's a left-footed kicker. Snap, set down, kicks up, it's good. With 5:01 to go in the third quarter, Panthers now step out in front, 21-6. Panthers. Mitchell and Van are back deep again.
Hey, Tom, calm him down a little bit. He's facing pretty hard.
Looks like this one's going to stay and play a little squib. Going to be picked up by Van. He jukes up one, and he's going to be brought down a hard tackle. 81, Dave DeVore on the stop.
And fortunately, Derby did a good job of coming down and covering.
Hey, Tom, hit with Dave Russell.
What? No.
Did Paul say cramp?
This quarter does.
Jason Young was a player. He's hurt on that play, Ron. It looked like he maybe had cramp in his calf.
Well, let's hope that's all it is, Terry. Jason's a valuable player both ways for the Panthers. Wildcats out of the huddle. Van's a lone setback again. Double wideouts with a slot. Pushy's dropping back to throw. He's going to throw that little quick out to his fullback where he breaks one tackle. Nice hard run by, and their flag goes down at the end of the play again.
Looked like a clipping on one of the El Dorado receivers coming back trying to block for the fullback.
It's going to be clipping against the Wildcats, so it's going to bring it back, Terry. He's going to negate that 14-yard pass completion, so it's going to bring it back and bring up about 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Ball at the 30-yard line of the Cats. Van's lone setback again. Pushy's going to drop back to throw, throws that little quick out to the fullback again, and that's going nowhere, Terry. Pick up about 4 yards on the play, but well defense by the left side of the Panther line and the cornerbacks over there. Second, a short 10. Wildcats have been going with a lot of wideouts tonight. Van basically being the lone setback. Pushy drops back again. He's going to let it go long, and that's going to be... flag goes down. I'm afraid they're going to call that against Derby.
Well, that's an unfortunate call if it is against Derby.
Yeah, it was accidental contact, what it looked like. They're going to call it against the Panthers.
Devin Clish did a good job of coming around, getting on position, and he didn't initiate the contact.
Coach, get Wehrman up.
Wildcats break the huddle again. Van's going to be the lone setback. Double wideouts with a slot left.
He should be smart enough to come by.
Fushi drops straight back again. He's going to throw deep. He's got a man down there, and he's going to fall up short. Path was just underthrown. Malik was on the coverage.
Tyson running with him step by step that time. Good defense by Tyson.
Yeah, good.
Wildcats out of the huddle.
Second down.
Going to slot left formation. Van the lone setback again. Fushi hands off to Van. He's going to break a couple of tackles. He's still on his feet, going to get inside the 40-yard line, almost down to the 35. Wildcats in the lone setback formation again. Fushi drops back. He's going to throw that little quick out to the fullback, and he's hit immediately over there on the right side. Pascal on the stop. Eric Van, through his 4 years of starting in the El Dorado backfield, has had outstanding seasons, over 1,700 yards last year, but it seems every time he comes up against the Panthers, he doesn't do very well.
I think Derby's well prepared for him and going to take him out of the ballgame whenever they can.
Fushi throws a little slant pass over to the left side, but it's going to bounce off the turf and be incomplete.
Where we were when El Dorado ran that little hitch and go for a touchdown in the first half, and look for him to go back to that in this type of situation.
Fushi drops straight back again. It's intercepted. Evan Kliship comes up and picks that one off just real clean, moves the ball just back across the 45-yard line.
Great defense played by Devin Klish. He was in a great position on that for the Panthers, and just when it looked like El Dorado was starting to get some momentum, Derby comes in and makes the play.
Derby comes out in a double wide with a slot right. Jason Young's back in there, the lone setback. Shaw drops back to throw. He's going to throw long downfield, and it's going to be incomplete, but there's a flag back up at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a legal procedure against the Panthers, Ron, and there again, Corey Gorley just a little eager to get started downfield. We started this drive out like they did last drive, and that's with penalties, Ron, and I'm sure that's a concern to the coaching staff that we get these out of the system.
Derby comes out wide left with a double slot on that side. Young's the lone setback. Shaw's going to drop straight back, and he never saw it coming. Jason's going to be brought down from the blind side. Somebody missed an assignment there.
That's Lane, the middle fullback, and he's been dancing around, and sooner or later you're going to catch one of those stunts. And, so,
about a 7-yard loss on that. Going to bring up second and about 22. Quick handoff to Jason Young on that little fullback trap. He cuts back, picks up a little running room, picks up about 6 yards on the play.
You have penalties like you have in the last two, and a big loss on pass play, you take yourself out of your strength in game, and then you got to start throwing the ball a bit more.
Third and 17 for the Panthers. Shaw's going to drop straight back. He's going to throw downfield. Oh, he's got Billy Wise wide open. Billy makes the reception, fumbles the ball out of bounds. It's going to be good enough for a first down, but looks like he might have come up with a cramp. Billy was wide open down the right side, Terry.
That was a nice pass play from Shaw to Billy, and good reception.
The Panthers are going to take a 21-6 lead into the fourth quarter, but that was a very nice timing pattern, and Billy was just wide open, streaking down the right side. In fact, probably another step or two, and he might have gone the distance.
Derby's catching El Dorado in a zone with their secondary, and the successful pass plays have been in between the deep zone and the shallow zone, and that's where you have to attack.
We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Panthers lead the Wildcats 21-6. Panthers come out of the huddle. Double wide set. Young's a lone setback. Shaw calling signals. Just a straight power handoff to Jason Young over the left side. He's going to pick up maybe 2 yards on the play. Panthers up over the ball, a double wide set, high formation. Malik, the tailback, a little counter direction there. He breaks one tackle, still on his feet.
Good hard run by Tyson Malik that time.
5 for the Panthers. Ball setting about the 27, 28 yard line of the Wildcats. High formation. Quick pitch back to Malik. He's going to cut back inside. He's still on his feet. Gets across the 25 yard line down to about the 23. Depends upon where they spot it. Going to be close to the first down, Terry.
Tyson did an excellent job of following Jason Young's block that time. Jason out front with nothing but a power play for the Panthers. It was good enough for the first and 10, Ron.
Just that little extra drive there got that first down. He could have been stopped back there a couple yards short, but kept those legs churning and picked up the yardage. Panthers got it first and 10, setting on about the 23 yard line of the Wildcats. I formation. Worley wide left.
It's on the headset.
Quick counter play to Young. He breaks through. He's free inside the 10 down to about the 6 yard line. Now there's where that trap play works real quick.
Excellent blocking on the front by the Panthers. Just a big hole there.
About the 7 yard line. First and goal, Panthers.
7.
Norwood brings them out of the huddle. High formation. Pascal's wide right. Quick pitch back to Malik, cuts back inside. He's going to get down inside the 5 to about the 2, maybe 2 or 3 yard line, Terry.
That's 5 tough yards on Tyson's part. When he gets the ball, he heads upfield and he's looking for pay dirt. That's what you like to see in a runner.
Comes out wide left. High formation. Young and Malik the setbacks. It'll be a quick pitch back to Malik on the left side. He's going to drive down close to, and he's in for the touchdown. It's a good hard run by Tyson Malik.
Tell you what, Tyson's well aware of who helped him get that touchdown. He ran back and helped Jason Young up off the field because he knew that half that touchdown was Jason Young's because of the lead block that Jason threw.
That's been a tradition in that Derby power running attack, is that the fullback always carries the lead block, and you look back through the years and their tailback success of all being 1,000-yard rushers, the past 3 years they've had a strong fullback in there leading that opening block and starting to play off.
You know, I think it's one thing to stop and look at. We've mentioned numerous names for the Panthers in the backfield and at fullback and at ends and split ends, and I don't know that El Dorado's.
Jason Kemp's going to attempt the extra point. Tommy Shaw will be the holder. Placement, kick is up, and it's good. So with 9:03 left to go in the fourth quarter, the Panthers jump on top 28-6.
It was an excellent drive by the Panthers that time, Ron. They took the ball and fewer mistakes on that drive. They just wore the El Dorado team down and punched their crop for the score.
Kick off, Mitchell and Van back deep again. Jason's got a high deep kick. Van's going to field it on about his 15-yard line, cuts back up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. Going to be brought down hard by number 25, Corey Gorley.
Jason doesn't kick the ball deep, but he kicks it high and he has good hang time on that kick and gives the Panthers time to get down and cover defense, and they've done an outstanding job, and also the lack of experience in the offensive backfield. There again, several players have stepped up and done a tremendous job.
Van's a lone setback again. Just a quick handoff to Van. He cuts back. He's going to be brought down big and hard by Big Matt Norwood. Solid tackle, Matt breaking through the center of the line there and bringing down Eric for about a 3-4 yard loss.
Matt's been waiting all night to get his hands on Eric Van, and he made sure Eric Van knew Matt saying hello to him.
They've got a sophomore that's best in the state, El Dorado. Tremendous kid.
Yeah, finally. Maybe this will be what fires him up.
Wildcats over the ball. Van the lone setback. Fushi drops straight back, a lot of pressure from Young. He's going to hang one out. They're going to be picked off by Corey Gurley, number 25, and he's going to go in untouched. That was just a ball thrown up for grabs there. Jason Young broke through from his linebacker spot, put a lot of pressure on Fushi, and he just hung it up there, and Corey picked it off and had clear sailing down the right sidelines there.
He had to get rid of the ball, and unfortunately he put it up in the air, and Corey was in good position to go make the catch, and Pay Dirt was in front of him. Excellent job by the defensive rush, and also by the secondary being in position.
Tommy Shaw is going to get ready to tee it up for extra point. Going to be timeout by the Wildcats.
Can you hear me?
Says-
He was 44 was right here.
Shaw is getting ready to set the ball down for the extra point. Jason Kemp tries a little high snap. He gets it down. Kick is up, and it's good. Tommy handled that snap well and got it down. Jason drilled it through. 8:12 to go in the game. Panthers jump out 35-6 lead.
Panthers doing a good job of executing, Ron. That's what we're on.
Kemp's getting ready to kick off. Van and Mitchell are back deep again for the Wildcats. Jason's going to drive a high kick down to about the 12-yard line. Van drops it, picks it back up, cuts straight up the middle, cuts back, and he's going to be tripped up and brought down by number 42, Justin Igo, and 34, Shelby Werman on the stop.
Good coverage again by the Panthers.
Line 1st and 10. High formation for the Cats. Fushi hands off to Van, cuts back inside, and he's going to be stopped for maybe a couple yards.
It's got to be discouraging for the Wildcat offense to see these guys that are fresh and ready to come out and hit somebody, and they've been wore down.
High formation again, double wide out for the Wildcats. Hand off to Van. He's going to cut, breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet. Nice bit of running, going to be brought down by Tyler Malik, number 21. And he got by Tyler and he was gone.
You can get the other linebackers back in.
It's a tough tailback.
Wildcats break the huddle, ball setting just short of the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, high formation. Van, the tailback. Fushi pitch back to Van. He's going to come around, try to cut back, and he slips cutting back, but I don't think he was going anywhere, Terry. That was a lot of green shirts bearing down on him.
Well, he cut back because he knew he didn't have any running room, and Derby did a good job of pursuing and being in position that time to keep him to less than 100 yards rushing.
2nd and 12 for the Wildcats. High formation again. Fushi hands off to Van. He's going to break outside, but he's going to be brought down for probably a gain of about 2 yards.
I get the corner turn. Excellent defensive play.
There's a couple of nice stops Jeff's made on this this series out of his linebacker position. High formation for the Wildcats. Fushi calling signals, drop back. He's going to keep it, roll right. Got a man open, 32, slips a tackle. He's going to be brought down close to the first down. Tyler Malik on the stop along with number 45.
45 is David Russell. I was coaching up at Trinity and Hutch our first 7 games.
Wildcats are going to be short less than a yard, and as a matter of fact, inches, Terry. And you know they're going to go for it this late in the game.
It's probably
Balls just across the 50, and it's just a quarterback sneak, and boy, he didn't make it by a whole lot. Just a quick count. They went straight ahead. Enough for the first down, but they only needed about 3 inches, so it'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats, ball setting right on the 40-yard line of the Panthers.
I mean, Derby by no means is going to let up just because they have a big lead.
Double wideouts for the Cats, quick handoff to the fullback. He stopped right at the line of scrimmage, hit in the backfield, but managed to inch forward, maybe picked up a yard on the play.
Jad Munn penetrated the offensive line and hit him about a yard deep behind. About as quick as he got the football, judges hitting him.
45, David Russell was in on that stop too. David coming out of his middle linebacker slot. It'll be second and a long 9. Wildcats out, double wide outs, I formation. Fushi hands off to Van, tries to cut back inside, and he's going to be hit after a couple yard gain. He was stopped for no gain, Terry. It looks like third and just about 10 again. High formation for the Wildcats. Fushi's going to roll left. He's going to keep it all the way. He's not going to throw the ball. And he's going to be hit hard. Pick up about 5 on the play, but that's just kind of a little bootleg play around the left side. He was running all the way. Cats. Ball on the Panther 35-yard line. Cats come out of the huddle. I formation. Fushi throws over the middle. He's got a man there, and it's going to be complete and good enough for a first down. Wildcats come out of the huddle. I formation again. Van, the eye back. Quick handoff to the fullback. Looked like a little mix up there at the line of scrimmage. They ran into each other, but he still managed to pick up about 5 yards on the carry, make it 4 yards.
Play.
El Dorado's sticking to that I formation more this fourth quarter. Fumble on the snap. Fushi recovers his fumble. Lose a couple of yards on the play. El Dorado breaks the huddle. I formation, double wide out. Fushi hands off to Van, back up the middle, and he's going nowhere. He stopped for a loss on the play. They didn't fool anybody on that play, Terry. The center of that Panther line was coming hard, and they brought him down for about a 3-yard loss.
Scott Haskell's number 63 is in hard on that play, and they're looking for Van right now. They're keying on him. They're saying, bring him to us, and we'll give him back to you.
We got less than a minute to play in the game, Terry, and I think they're just going to. Fushi rolls out to his left. He's going to throw deep in the end zone. Got a man wide open, and that's 6. The coverage broke down on that play.
Well, they kind of lulled Derby asleep again, short stuff, and it seemed like they were content to get some yards rushing and then not go for the score, and then they up and throw one deep. Derby had made some changes in their secondary and had some other kids other than starters in.
El Dorado receiver had his man beat fairly well. He was probably 6 or 7 yards behind him and just kind of had to wait for the ball in the end zone. Try for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's going to be good. So with 29 seconds to go in the ball game, the Wildcats creep back in it a little bit, but 35-13 is the score.
A run, the Wildcats have put 13 points on the board, and but when you stop and look at them, I'm sure when the coach reviewed the film, it was 2 big plays that put the points on the board. 2 pass plays of 30-some and 40-some yards, and other than that, the defense has played a real solid ball game. They've done a good job. They've come out and stuck their people, and tremendous job this ball game.
Well, I think you're right, Terry. That front line has done an outstanding job this evening for the first game of the year, and the linebackers and secondary have done very well also. Just a couple of breakdowns there, and long pass plays, and the Wildcats got in the end zone a couple of times, but those things they'll work themselves out as the season progresses. El Dorado's getting ready to kick off.
Coaches in the booth next to us starting to pick things up. I think they think the game's out of hand and putting this one in the victory.
Malik's back deep. He's going to pick it up. Comes back up inside, and he's going to be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Tyson Malik was the deep receiver for the Panthers, and returns about a 10-yard return.
Kick, and they had everybody up, and Malik was kind of back there by himself. That's not much to look at when all your blockers are 30 yards in front of you.
Panthers might not even run a play here, Terry. We're down to 10 seconds, and I don't think they'll even come to the line of scrimmage. So the Panthers are going to win this one, the first game of the season, 35-13 over the El Dorado Wildcats. About the same as last year when the Panthers took them 29-7.
Change by tomorrow morning.
I think. Where's Coach? We're not doing anything live.
Go Green.
Coach, we're not doing anything live tomorrow, are we? Tomorrow morning?
What?
We're not doing anything live, are we?
No.
What do we want them in?
Just shorts.
Shorts and practice jersey?
Right.
Shorts, practice jersey, and helmet tomorrow morning, okay? For you JV guys. Varsity guys, you know. Okay. I don't remember a thing what happens in ball games. Don't ask me what the turning point was.
Coach, a nice 35-13 victory over the El Dorado Wildcats. Your assessment of the game tonight?
Well, I thought we played outstanding at times. We really played some good football, but we had a lot of major mistakes and breakdowns, and they got a couple touchdowns on the board, and we had a lot more scoring opportunities. We probably should have scored at least 2 or 3 other times, but it's first game, and you expect a few mistakes, and we know we're going to get better. We'll eliminate those mistakes in the future.
I think one of the things was answered. There was 2 El Dorado touchdowns, both on big plays, but other than that, your defense was questioning a little bit their experience. I thought they did a tremendous job tonight.
Yeah, they did. I tell you, they caught us off guard a little bit because we weren't anticipating a big passing game like they showed us, and we had to take some time to get adjusted to that, but we responded pretty well.
There again, and it's happened the last 2 years. The defense has stopped Eric Van, and what does Derby defense have on him that nobody else can do, Coach?
Well, I don't know about that. We don't do anything special. We play every team that's about the same way as we play him. We just try not to make too many mistakes out there. And our kids didn't make very many on him tonight. I don't know how many yards he had, but I don't think his average is probably too good.
I think not, Coach. I think they did a tremendous job. Tommy Shaw came in, and Barry Galbraith threw the ball nice tonight. Your offense looked pretty good for first ball game, other than some penalties when you stopped yourself. El Dorado couldn't stop you.
True. We did stop ourselves a few too many times, though. But like I said, we're going to work on that, and hopefully we'll eliminate those mistakes in the future.
Well, congratulations. It's nice to get this first one in your belt, and we'll see you next week at campus.
Sure is. Thank you.